What up, 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 what up? Hey, hey, let's go. Let's get it, let's get it, let's go. Hey. Happy Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Nice. Hey. What's up? Welcome to the Untitled Talk Show. I'm your host, the Dannielle Jay. Oh shit. Hey. Hey. Alright, let's turn this down. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am your host, the Dannielle Jay. You are now tuned into another episode of the Untitled Talk Show, where I literally have some of the most dope co-hosts, guests on the show. We talk about real life, we talk about things that are happening, all that fun jazz, but we also talk our shit. You know, I really wanted to create a platform where I could talk my shit, and this is it. I swear to goodness, this is literally it. I'm so excited to be back. I am doing it by myself. I'm flying solo today, so I have a timer so that I don't go over in time on each segment. That way I can, be mindful and also see if I still got the sauce. You feel me? Like, it's one of those things today where, we got to see what's good, what's going on. Welcome, Miss K. Austin. I see you, baby. What's up? How you doing? Happy Taco Tuesday. Let's do it. All right, y'all. So I really wanted to take a moment to say thank you, right? Like, just one of those things that go unnoticed in LA, which is just a simple as thank you. And being in Los Angeles for as long as I've been in Los Angeles, I've run across some of the most rude, disrespectful people ever. And it just goes without saying that when you do find somebody who does say thank you or please or, excuse me, you appreciate it that much more. And today I had a really funny run-in where I'm bumping my music, I'm driving to work, I'm in the parking lot. I'm getting into my position because I'm one of those annoying people that back into my space because I grew up in a time where we were taught how to be getaway drivers. But we'll talk about that later. So I'm getting in my position. I got the rear view camera because I'm new school in that way. You can't tell me nothing with the rear view camera. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, I ain't even got to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to mess up my neck no more. Because if you remember back in the day, you put your arm over that chair, you put your hand on the top of that steering wheel, and you did one of these numbers. So you can make sure there was nobody behind you. I don't understand why people did that shit. You have 3 whole mirrors to help you indicate if somebody's behind you. But yet and still, this was the wave, right? Hit him with the heat. But today, I was in my gangster. I was feeling it. I literally felt like every moment of the 90s had collided together to give me this moment of backing in just ecstasy. So I'm ready. I scoop forward. I put that thing in reverse. I look at the reverse camera. I look at my mirrors real quick, and I start to ease on back into what I see as my perfect spot, my position in life, where I'm supposed to be. And this man literally comes out of nowhere and just cuts me off from behind. Mind you, he goes around me. But I'm pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, I was pissed. I'm not going to lie to you. I was cussing. I was cussing in the car. I was literally acting a donkey. I was so upset. I called him everything but the child of God. Because how dare you interrupt my ecstasy? I literally had it all planned out. It was all in me. I'm every driver. It's all in me. Like literally had all of it for this man to cut me off. Only to go around me to park in a spot that's in front of the spot I'm trying to back into. You could have waited. And that's another LA problem, but we'll talk about that later. So I get myself together so that I can gain composure, so I can try to tap back into my 90s ancestry. And it's not quite hitting, but I'm mad still, and I'm cussing still, and I'm fussing still, and I'm looking at his car, and I'm like, grumble, 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 motherfucker, grumble. Back into the spot. And I say out loud, this motherfucker won't even get out the car until I'm out the car, so he can be behind me. Because that's how they do you in LA. Listen, y'all, in LA, they're so non-confrontational. They won't even say sorry when they're wrong. Like, they don't even want to talk to another human being. And it's weird to me. It's really strange. But I was upset. I was in the moment. I started talking my shit. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get out this car because I don't want to, run the risk of running into the fam. So I'm going to try to go first. So I get out. I legit walk to the other side of the car. And I'm still pissed. I'm still cussing. Grumble, 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 motherfucker, grumble, grumble. The man gets out the car. He gets his items out of his car and he walks in the middle of the parking lot. And he comes close enough for me to hear and he says, "Hey, I'm really sorry about that. I thought that you were pulling forward and I needed to get in real fast." I had to check myself, y'all. I had to check myself. Literally, I had to stop and be like, you know what? So I looked at him, shook my head, and I said, it's cool. It happens to the best of us. I took a deep breath. I gathered my things. I gave him enough space so he can go ahead. He went ahead. And all I could do was laugh. All I could do was laugh. How freaking ridiculous am I that I was literally on my 90s thug. My fofo, make sure all your kids don't grow. I was so livid. I was hot. I was ready. I wanted to smoke, y'all. I wanted it. I was feeling it. Literally, all of the smoke of my ancestors had filled my body. And I was ready to give him the smoke. Because I was going to say something when he got out that car, if we got out at the same time. But when that man apologized, I had to check myself like, young, you bugging. You got to chill. You got to chill. What's going on, Sketch Bravo? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, man, it was wild. So instead of being on my Tupac, I went ahead and got on my baby face. I literally had to just, all right. If this is crow, I'm eating crow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that bad, though. So, the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to take into consideration that people be fucking up. But not all people are fucked up. And I think that's what I needed to understand about that whole interaction. Is because Guy was just like me. He was cool like that. You know what I'm saying? He was literally in his zone. So much so that he scooped from behind me and did all this extra pizzazz to get into a spot ahead of me. But he wasn't fucked up. No. My man's apologized because he saw that I was physically upset. Also, I think because of these days and times, it's important that you use proper etiquette when dealing with these type of situations. So I think fam just knew that if he didn't apologize, I was gonna whoop his ass. I know what kind of car you drive. I know your car. I'm looking at your car. If you want to come back to a car in one piece, you better apologize to me, goddammit. There's no way. There's no way that you disrespect a human being and you just walk away like, nothing, right? Like, there's entitlement and then there's this asshole. Like, that's asshole. Because I couldn't imagine a scenario where fam literally walked away in all confidence thinking that his car was going to be in one piece when he came back. And I mean, what am I going to do, right? Like, am I going to pull out some heavy machinery from my trunk and start, like, going to town on this man's car? No. Put a little nasty note with my phone number so you can call me when you get a chance. Because, that was fucked up. And I think the part of it that I can't really encapsulate here in story form is how close he got to my car. Fam was super close to my shit. It was disgusting. Like, that's part of the reason why I got so mad. I was so heated because I'm like, Young was this close to my shit. Because I'm already starting to back up and he decided to do what he was doing. It was too much. It was too much. But I'm so glad that man has some act right. He has some act right because he came up and apologized and we went on about our way. Oddly enough, I saw him at the coffee shop when I went down there and I was just like, is fam low-key following me? Even though that doesn't even make sense, right? Like, how do you follow somebody in reverse? Like, I'm gonna go first and just do these things because I think you're gonna go here. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I go to the same goddamn coffee shop every day, Monday through Friday. So if you see me, you know where I'm gonna go. It's wild. So, again, I'm just really, really, really happy that guy did the right thing and apologized because it did put me in a peculiar spot. Like, I was just really adamant about this guy cutting me off in a weird way, right? So, moral story, folks be on some shit, but not all people ain't shit. So let's keep that narrative going. I hope that you're able to take that message in to your Wednesday, your midweek, your hump day, as people, continue to evolve and change for the better and for the worse. There's no real measure of this shit. Like, we don't know if it's getting better or getting worse because it's just that kind of weird time. It's like this weird transitional period where shit's just fucked up enough for everybody to care, but not fucked up enough for everybody to care. Like, I don't know. It's weird. So, anywho, yes, child, that was my road rage for today. I try not to have road rage because it's just one of those attributes that is just nasty in nature. Like, I think about the worst case scenario of road rage that I've seen in my life is my mom. Like, my mom already is a mean person. Like, in real life, she's not nice at all to nobody, right? Like, not even her own child. But we'll talk about that later. The crazy shit about her road rage, my mom could be mid-sentence and know that somebody has slighted her, right? Like, she doesn't miss a beat when it comes to road rage. Like, she's ready at every cost to cuss somebody out. And when you're on the phone with her, it's even worse because all it is audio. You have no visual cues or references as to what the fuck this woman is talking about. You really don't know what's happening in her world. And you're just sitting there getting cussed out as if you're the person that's doing the thing. And it's like, Ma, come on now. Come on. Like, I'm not in the car with you. All I hear is you. I don't know what's happening. Then she's trying to retell it, and then somebody else pisses her off. So then she just keeps going down the rabbit hole of, like, anger, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, Ma, and I asked her one day, I said, Ma, if you had the opportunity to like talk to every person that you've had road rage experiences with, what would you do? Like, would you even fight them? Would you like, tell them about themselves? Like, would you do all this shit if you were in their face? And she said, probably not, because it's not worth my energy. But it's worth your energy to cuss them out and be all up in my ear with them. Got it. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to the Untitled Talk Show. I'm your host, the Dannielle Jay. We are going to get this thing started right now because I am flying solo, y'all. I have the timer right here so that I can make sure I don't go over time. We're doing damn good, and we're going to continue to do damn good because I practiced before I got on, y'all. I practiced. Not a game. Not a game. Not a game. Practice. So, today's show is going to be ran a little bit different because I don't have any guests. And we got to keep this show moving, honey. We got to keep the thing going. And I'm going to go for the entire time. So, let's go ahead and get into our first thing. But first, if you're in the chat, make sure you keep the party going. Keep it hype. Keep talking, goddammit, because it's me and you tonight. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep the energy live. And goddammit, we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get into our first segment of the night. I'm so excited, not only because I'm on air, wow, mama, we made it, but because I'm here with you all. I'm so grateful for my community, and you are the fam, and y'all hold it down. We got to a new milestone on YouTube and, just a whole bunch of shit, but we'll talk about that at the end of the show. Listen, I want to try something out, and I know it's gonna be a little goofy, just a little goofy, because your girl isn't quite that good when it comes to what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, right? I think I'm funny, right? And a lot of people think that I'm funny as well. So I got this bright idea to try comedy. And when I tried comedy, I did well. Like, as a stand-up comedian, I did well because I understood the mechanics of a joke. My delivery was on point. Boom, baby. So in that, I figure I tried to do some things that are a little bit more well articulated in the comedy realm. Because, honey, if you don't try it, how do you know if you're good at it or not? You know what I'm saying? So, my phone is acting crazy, but we're going to try this out because, it's part of the show, and the show must go on. But our first segment, let's go ahead and do it. It is Twitter according to Kratos. Because I love Kratos. We all know I'm God of War all day, baby. So I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to do this. We will talk in our Kratos voice. I'm trying to think. Boy. All right. So I'm going to go down my my timeline on Twitter. And the first person here is the People's Choice. This is Danger's voice. He's actually a friend in real life, so this is going to be funny. Back in the gym after a long hiatus. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not really that great at impersonations, but this is what we're doing. This is Teep the Bear. Magical year. All I did was work and learn how to play these songs. These were all released within 44 days of each other back in 1991. Hashtag rock. Yes, this is Kratos. Metallica, Pearl Jam, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana. This is hard. Here we go. This is Cardi B. Movie is good, but why that baby ma fake? Ha ha ha. Oh boy. So if somebody says anything like God or something like that, I'm gonna just replace it with boy, because that's, as Kratos, I'm a god, right? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boy, when you start nearing late 30s and 40s, and everyone around you has fibroids, PCOS, etc., and the doctor's only answer for years has been birth control and then hysterectomy, you have no choice but to come on these platforms shaking the table. This is a silent epidemic. That was really heavy. Shit. Sorry. Sorry, Nicole Kane. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna like that one though, because that's real, and I'm gonna retweet it. Yeah, man. This is my girl Zalia. Shout out to Zalia. Zalia. Not gonna lie. This sounds... Not gonna lie. This looks fun as fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. Horrible. What? Oh shit. Sorry. I done seen... when you on these social media platforms, they be having like these little contests and shit. I'm like, wait. Can I enter while we doing this? Okay. That's ads. Hold on, let me drink some water, because this deep voice shit is hard. Okay. Woo. Hold on. Oh man, there's a bunch of ads. What the fuck's going on, Twitter? 30 tips to drop 15 pounds in the next month. Number 1, stop drinking alcohol. Number 2, stop drinking your calories. Stick to water, coffee, tea. Determine your maintenance calories and eat 300 to 500 calories below that number daily. Use MyFitnessPal to count calories, boy. Ditch the all or nothing mindset. Focus on long-term sustainability. Buddy's about to... Boy! Get away from the door! Determine your why. Why do you want to do this? Do you want to live longer? Be more confident? Be fit for your family? Once you have your why, showing up becomes easier. I'm not about to do this whole thread. This should keep going. Wait, it's 30 tips. That's why. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, listen. Okay, we're gonna like it and keep it pushing. Okay. Oh wow, Deathloop is on Xbox. See, that's what I'm saying. This is my boy D Spank. Shout out to D Spank. It's _D Spank on Twitter. Make sure you follow him. I call him the LA Uncle Luke. Social media best years. MySpace 2005 to 2010. AIM 2007 to 2011. No, the fuck it wasn't. Stop. Twitter 2009 to 2012. Facebook 2011 to 2015. Instagram 2012 till today. Snapchat 2014 until 2018. Feel free to add your opinion or if I'm missing anything. Wrong. You was wrong is what you was. I can't. This shit hurts my throat. And for those of you just now tuning in, this is Twitter according to Kratos. And this is my best impersonation of him, so please be easy on me. It hurts my goddamn throat. It's so deep. Okay, here we go. This one's good for Kratos. Don't confuse empathy, compassion, and kindness with weakness, boy. Each one is a power sign of strength. That's right. You tell your son. Boy, what's the matter, boy? Buddy's really upset. Can y'all see him? No. You can't see him. You just hear him. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Some more ads. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh Lord. What the heck? Okay. I don't understand. There's a bunch of videos on here now. Twitter isn't what it was. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Strippers been telling y'all the recession is coming, baby. We're gonna change baby to boy because it just makes more sense. Let's try it again. Strippers been telling y'all the recession is coming, boy. We are feeling it in the clubs everywhere. You know it's bad if girls from Miami are coming to New York to work. Damn! Goddamn! Whoa! It's a recession. When the Miami bitches is going up to New York to strip. Recession. Recession. All right, let me try to find one more because we are almost out of time. Bunch of ads. Let's see. What the? Okay. Here we go. If nobody can correct you on your shit, how can you expect to grow, boy? I like that one. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Last one. Twitter, please settle an argument. If I said to you, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Would you recognize these famous song lyrics without looking them up, boy? Would you, boy? Boy, I'm talking to you. My dog, man, he is a fool. Oh, man, Titan, thank you. Oh, my goodness. What, boy? This is the real boy. This is him. The boy. Yes, I'm talking about you. Ew, your breath stinks. What? My little rat dog? What? We got 5 seconds. Okay? And that has been Twitter according to Kratos. Thank you so much for indulging with me for that. Yo, that was fun. All right, listen, y'all. I'm going to take a quick little commercial break or whatever. When we come back, we have another dope segment where you don't want to miss it. And yeah, so let's take our little quick break. And yeah, I'm going to be right back. Hey, that's right. That's right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey! This is the Untitled Talk Show. I am your host, the Dannielle Jay. Super stoked. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. I I like this shit. I really do. It's really dope. I'm so sorry that the music is not native to the application. I'm going to figure that out. I just didn't want to prolong going on longer than what I already had. So, as we figure things out, we're going to get it popping. It's all good. Mad Titan, absolutely. The last segment was Twitter according to whoever. So, I thought I would try Kratos because it's funny, you know? It's funny. Anyway, let's get into our next segment or whatever. This one is actually... I think I'm going to like this one. I think I'm going to like this one a lot because, honestly, I get told all the time that I'm hella goofy when it comes to my storytelling, and I just... I don't know, man. I feel like this one is the one. This is it. This is it. So basically, the premise of this segment is I am going to retell you the events of a show that I've binged, right? Because I tend to binge watch, right? Like, if I like something, I'm watching all of it, and that's it, you know? Whereas, like, other people take their time, you know? And I'm not really a take my time type person on shows. Get that shit over with, you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, I'm watching it when I'm going to bed anyway, so I have to rewatch it a few times because I'm going to miss stuff when I'm dozing off or when I'm not really focused in on it or whatever. So I thought this would be a fun opportunity to tell you all about some of the shit I've been watching, but do it in the way that I typically do it offline, which can be somewhat hilarious. So, without further ado, we're going to do Have You Seen This Show? All right, so first things first, the show that I wanted to tell you all about is called Argreggsuko. I think that's the name of it. Only reason why I say I think that's the name of it is because it's pronounced differently in the show itself. Like, they say it differently. So, I'm going to call it Argreggsuko, right? And let me go ahead and get the character because I love this goddamn show. So, here she is in all of her splendor. This is Argreggsuko, right? So, our main character is Retsuko. And Retsuko is your typical Japanese girl. She has a nice job. She handles her business. She's on top of the world. She does her thing. You feel me? But she's an accountant at some big corporation. And it's stressful. Her freaking boss is a fucking pig. Literally. And is a bully to her. And poor Argreggsuko doesn't really have any outlets outside of karaoke. Hence the little microphone. And she loves death metal, which is really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, how cute is that to have this little creature do death metal like this one? You know what I mean? Like, this face is the death metal face, by the way. So, you know, when she has this, it says rage, right? So, anyway, Argreggsuko has a lot of shit going on, and the funny thing is she always stumbles upon these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, first things first, my girl was trying to figure out a way to not have to work no more. And one of the things that came up was getting married. Let me find me a husband, right? Which low-key turned her into, like, the most proper city girl that you could possibly be. She was just dating a whole bunch of different guys for their wealth. But good intentions, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to like marry them and like them and stuff, and that's when she kind of realized like she really wants to like be with somebody that she loves. You know what I'm saying? Like love is important to Argreggsuko. Like you can't tell from this look, you know what I'm saying? But love is important to her. So that plan went out the window, right? So boom, we're moving on. Now she's like hating her job still, trying to figure out her life. Then she ends up being friends with two boss bitches at work. One of which is like the marketing director, and the other one is an assistant to the president. So they basically have been like giving her a lot of confidence and trying to, boss her up a little bit because she was just a little bit too docile in nature. And the only way that she would show her true self is when she became this character right here, the rage character. So they're trying to get her to, see things to a different light and like, do her independent woman thing, right? And in doing that, they got her to try to go get her license because her mom was in her face telling her she needs to go find a husband. Now that she, kind of scratched the surface of it, she needs to go ahead and deep sea dive into this idea of getting a husband. And she was like, I'm tired of my mom talking to me. Can we go away? So then she goes and gets her driver's license. Boom. Now she's a strong, independent woman. But before she gets her driver's license, she's in driving class. Then she meets this guy who seems to be lazy. Seems like he ain't got no job. Whatever. Kind of find out, baby got bank, okay? So he is balling. And she ends up dating him. I mean, he got so much bank. They're in Japan. And he flew her to a different island to go eat goddamn ramen. Like, baby got bank. So, just by happenstance, the girl won in that scenario. She's all, lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying? She's feeling it or whatever. But the guy at work that has a crush on her is noticing that she's, changing a little bit. So he's a little sad or whatever. Like, dang, what's going on with old girl? You know what I'm saying? So he goes and talks to the director and the assistant. Like, yo, what's good? Like, Resco is, acting a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, she preoccupied. Like, what's good with girl? And they're like, she may or may not be dating somebody. We are not at disclosure to tell you. He's like, okay, bet. Huh. All right. So then the cat's out the bag. She's dating some famous guy. Oh no, what am I ever to do? She's embarrassed as hell, doesn't go to work. She's talking to the guy like, yo, this is cool. I could like, see myself being with you forever. For the long haul. And he's like, I could see myself being with you too, baby. I could see it. And she's like, cool. So marriage and children? And he said, no joke. He said, nah. Damn. So poor girl. She just is like, damn, I can't catch a break, right? So she has to break it off a guy because she wants marriage. She wants children. She wants all of that. You know what I'm saying? So she literally goes and takes him to karaoke to break up with him. Boom. There you have it, right? Moving forward, she's like, all right, bet I'm independent again. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm back to being a city girl. You know what I'm saying? She gets into a car accident. And it's not even really a bad car accident or anything like that. She just backs into somebody's car. And the guy driving the car was really fucking creepy. I will say, when I first saw that part of the show, I'm like, young, this character, what's up with him? Like, he's super ominous. He's like, you don't really know how to take guy. He's really on some weirdo stuff. But also like intimidation factor, like, knuck if you buck type. So now she's all like scared because after she broke up with a boy, she started this online dating thing where it's not like another person. It's a virtual game where you're like dating a simulation and they like milk you for bread. So she's like broke because she's throwing money into this simulation, So she's like, damn, I don't know what he gonna do. Like, is he gonna say that he got an injury? Like, what's going on? Finally, guy hits her. He's super like, fair. So she's like, okay, bet I'll try to get a second job or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, I saw on your business card that you're an accountant. Come be an accountant for me. Okay. Takes her to a super sketch place. Come to find out, this mofo is a manager for a pop underground group, which I didn't even know they had pop underground. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they be on some other shit in Japan. But anyway, long story short, she does the damn thing with them. She's like stressed out. She talks to her boss bitches, and they're like, yo, give it 100%. Like, don't play around with it. Really take accountability for it and show up and show out. That way you can pay this man back. She does that. When she does that, then she's like, okay, yeah, bet. So now that I'm, low-key being a freelancer and I'm working the full-time job, I'm feeling myself. Let me go ahead and be an entrepreneur and try to get some of this AdSense so I can make some money. So she starts a YouTube channel, and she's out here doing the death voice, literally. And this character, this is the character. This is it right here, screaming on YouTube, trying to teach people how to do the death metal voice. While she's recording, the guy finds her. The manager for the pop underground group. Recruits her ass to be the goddamn lead singer for the pop underground group, and they become like a underground heavy metal band now. Fucking crazy. Fast forward. Old boy at work, he done moved on and found a shorty that works there in a different department. But he can't stop messing up because he can't like choose who he want to be with. But he don't really have a choice because he's not putting himself out there. She needs help learning how, her name is, talking about she, Redsuko, needs help learning how to play the guitar. And old boy from work knows how to play it. So she asks him to teach her. He teaches her. He's falling in love all over again or whatever. Messes it up with the other girl at work. Boom, boom. Our girl literally learns how to play the guitar, still doesn't give him no play. Fast forward. It gets really real. She has death threats on her life. The man finds out where she works, tries to cut her with a box cutter. Our boy from work saves her. Literally saves her. And that's how the season ends. Now there's another season after that. And a lot of stuff happens. And it gets really, 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 really good. But you have to go watch it yourself. It's called Argreggsuko. It's on Netflix. Make sure you go check it out. Let me know if my rendition of the story gives it any justice. But Redsuko, she's dope. I love her. I have her as a piggy bank. As you can see, she's pretty dope. I can definitely relate to the rage because, honey, when I tell you, it gets to the point where you want to like cuss people out, but you know, cussing them out is not the wave. You don't want to lose your job. So yeah, check it out. It's called Argreggsuko and it's on Netflix. That has been our Have You Seen This Show segment. Go check that out. All right, listen, I need to grab more water, so we're going to take another short break. Do not go anywhere. Be right back. Going to keep the tunes going in the background. Don't get up. Don't you dare leave your seat. You stay right there, boy. BRB, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey. 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 Yes, yes, yes. We are moving and grooving. You are now tuned into the Untitled Talk Show. I'm your host, the Dannielle Jay. I'm so excited that you are still here and that you are here on the replay. If you're here on the replay, because listen, without y'all, I would just be doing this with no camera. I would just be doing this shit by myself in a room, maybe in a mirror, you know? Y'all give me purpose. You give me hope, okay? I'm super stoked, man, and I can't deny it. I just can't deny it. You know, we still have the timer. We're still on time. We're still doing our thing. I'm super excited. I gotta, let's do this. I was like, wait. Boop. All right, so listen. All the segments from today's show is basically things I'm trying out, and I know I probably shouldn't give the disclaimer that I'm trying them out and all that, but truth is, I like to put those disclaimers out there because I feel like in those disclaimers, I'm able to like kind of share the behind the scenes with y'all, you know? And a lot of folks don't like sharing the behind the scenes because they like things to be perfect and whatever. But I don't know. Sometimes what I find is that if I share what's going on and like what my process is, people will have input and valuable input at that. Not just some old like, oh, here's my opinion. And, it's absolutely disgusting what you're doing. No, it's not like that. Every time I've ever put my process out there or, just shared with what my thoughts were on something, people have come to me with this constructive nature of like, oh, hey, have you ever thought about adding this or doing that? Or, hey, this is an idea that you might be interested in. And I get people that send me links and it's really dope. So I've never been afraid of showing my process. And even if you watch me when I'm gaming and you see all the damn technical difficulties I be going through with that shit, then you know that I have no problem with sharing what's going on and being very open about those things. So, if you are at all interested in sharing some of your input and what you think should be going on over here, as far as some segments, not like in general, like fam, don't come for me because I didn't send for you. I just asked if you have any input on the segments, and if you do, go ahead and drop me a whisper here on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, because I would be so happy to get some input on what to do next, right? I mean, that's exciting to me. I think people come together and have great ideas, and, not all of them make it to the cut. I mean, don't make it past the cutting block, but it's good to have the brainstorming think tank, it's cool. I like that type of stuff. So if you have anything that you want to, suggest, my suggestion box is open, and that's through Whisper on Twitch or through the comment section on Twitter. Hey, read the script. No, it's like the comment section on YouTube. So, yeah, holla at me there. You know what I'm saying? And if you're at all interested in being a guest, I am booking for the end of October. So, you may have an opportunity to be on the show. Hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's see if you're a good fit. If, we're doing similar things or whatever, or like different things, but, we could talk about on the show or whatever. So, yeah, hit me up. Let's see what's good with that. I'm going to get better about booking people in advance just because it alleviates a lot of stress on me. And that way I don't have to, be as worried about that. Like, that's something I worry about. It's like, damn, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So, yeah, we're going to get it together. Also, I'm noticing that after my wisdom tooth surgery, because I got all 4 of them taken out, my mouth moves weird. Like, I don't know what that's about. If it's trying to get used to not having those teeth in there or like what it is, but pardon me if I look like I have cocaine jaw. It's because I'm trying to get my mouth together. They're gonna ban me, fam. They're gonna ban me from the internet because of the shit that I say. But for real, if my mouth look like it's doing some weird shit, because when I look back at these videos, I'm like, young, what is happening? Like, half my mouth ain't moving, and did I have a stroke? Like, what's going on, you know? So I'm still trying to get acclimated to talking again with my entire mouth. And I think my tongue is trying to figure out what the hell's going on inside of there because there's still holes. They're not fully filled in yet. So I don't know, but forgive me. Please forgive me. They're going to ban me from the internet. They're going to ban me. All right. So now let's get into our next segment. This one right here, fam. It's another one of those things where I you know, everybody does this shit. So fuck it. That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. Everybody does this shit on freaking Twitch. So I figured I would do it too. So here we are about to have a story time. Okay, story time. God damn it, story time. Honestly, I have so many stories. Like that's the problem. In trying to figure out what to tell a story on or about, I get hung up because there's so many stories, right? Too many stories. And I had to try to figure out which one I'm gonna tell you on tonight's show because I was between two stories. Move this to the side. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this so it can look kind of cool, so you can see the time. Look at that. The production magic doesn't stop, fam. It doesn't stop. Oh, let's see. I'll tell y'all like a name drop story, and y'all can, take it for whatever. So once upon a time ago. Oh, wait. Boys and girls, non-binary, binary, and the likes. Everyone watching from near and far away, gather around as I tell you the story of how I met Prince and the comedian Dave Chappelle. So, long ago in Los Angeles, California, the land of angels and the land of dreams. I was a publicist. I had a PR firm. I was doing press releases for mid-level, like mid-sized businesses and some entrepreneurs and individuals. And I end up making a connection with this entrepreneur who connected me with another PR firm because they would have big contracts and they would need to hire contractors or whatever. So they contracted my PR firm to help out with a couple of contracts or whatever. So literally it's like a Friday morning early. I used to wake up so early, like 4 o'clock in the morning to go work out, bad habits. But anyway, I get a phone call at maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, hey, are you available to take any, new work today? I know it's last minute, but we would need it done ASAP. And then, we can pay you your rate and whatever. Yes, I will say yes to money on Fridays. Unlike a lot of people in LA who don't work on Fridays at all. I get that because now I don't be trying to work on Fridays. But needless to say, I say yes. So I, write up the contract, do all that stuff. I start the process that I had, at the time, which was basically just send the invoice. Once the invoice was paid, then I would start working on all the details of the press release. Well, they had all these details written out in the outline, which I love because that makes it much easier to make the press release whatever. So then I made the press release, and everything was really like anonymous, like there was no real information being given. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to know these names and stuff. And they're like, oh, well, we'll put the names in. And I'm like, okay. So then I send it over, and then they end up sending it back and say, okay, well, we'll tell you who it is. You already signed a non-disclosure agreement. You can't tell anybody who this is for outside of, the companies that you're contracted with or whatever, your connections. It's for Prince. And I'm like, okay, bet. Like, okay, that's no big deal. Like, in Los Angeles, you work with big names just by proxy, by being here. So I'm like, all right, bet. I already did PR for a couple of big people before. No big deal. Putting out these press release for his secret concert series. And I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like, cool. So then we did such a good job because it was me and like two other people that I had contracted. And we did such a good job. Like, they came back with all this positive feedback because at the time I had a lot of connections that worked at like big PR agencies. And if I gave them something, they would run with it. Like, it would just be a wildfire, literally. So I gave it to two folks who spread it, like mayonnaise. And then I went through like some of these other channels that are more automated so that it can go up on like these different wires, which is what they're called when they have like the online forums or whatever. Fast forward, I get home from the gym because I was going 2-a-days. At that point, I come back from the gym and I get another phone call, and it's like, hey, not sure what you're doing tonight, but Prince would like to meet the PR team that worked on his LA concert for the secret concert series. And I'm like, yes. I don't give a damn what I was doing. Like, if I had plans, they're canceled, fam. I'm not. What? Do you think I would really put somebody else above Prince? No. I'm putting my best face on. I'm getting dressed. Let's do it. I asked for 2 tickets because I'm like, young. At the time, I wasn't driving. So that was one thing, right? And then on top of that, I wanted to share this experience with one of my girlfriends who also is a really big Prince fan. And, that's just the way that I move. Like, if I know that you're into something, I'm going to try to include you in that thing or whatever, right? So, boom, we go. I'm inside this venue with my homegirl, and she's just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, we're really here to see this concert and whatever. And I didn't even tell her that, Prince is like right there. We gotta go over there. We go over to the side of the stage and called on back. And here comes the man, the myth, the legend, Prince. I said, oh my God. Now, the one thing they did tell me before all of this is that you do not freak out, right? Like, he didn't like people to like big him up like that. It's like, I'm just a guy that does music is basically how he wanted to be treated. And it's like, young, I'm gonna have a hard time doing that, my guy, because you're Prince. Like, you're Prince. Like, what do you want me to do for real? You want me to like pretend like you're just some starving artist or something? I don't know. It's so hard for me because I'm such a big Prince fan. Anyway, met him. He was super nice. He was very grateful, very humble, but also had like a very regal energy about him, almost godly, it was amazing. And at the end of the concert, because he, that was like a daylight savings day. So we ended up having like a long night. I think it was like, I think it's coming up like whatever this daylight savings is, where we have longer nights than days or whatever, I'm cutting up because of time. Y'all see what the time is. It's like 2 minutes left. But we were there for some ungodly amount of time. And he had kept calling guests up. So he had like Marsha Ambrosia. He had all kinds of people just randomly come on stage with them and like perform with them. And it was just amazing, right? And the main song that they did was like Breakfast Can Wait and all that, which was fantastic. But at the very, very end, I'm like, all right, let's kind of chill out. Like the energy, I had to like lean on something. I was so just, it was amazing, right? Get down. So in leaning on something, I'll look and I'm like, hey, is that who I think it is? And my girlfriend was like, yes, it is, honey. Yes, it is. I was like, I'm about to ask this man for a picture, and I'm gonna do it discreetly. So basically, I go as Dave. Well, I introduced myself to Dave Chappelle, right? Like that was funny because I'm like, Mr. Chappelle, and this is right when he was like missing, because he had just turned down that deal, and I'm like, Mr. Chappelle, Miss Johnson, it's nice to meet you. I admire all your work. I commend you for what you've done. Is there any way that I can get a picture with you? And we can do it in the most discreet way possible. And he said, oh, for sure. Let's do it like a selfie. That way it can look like we came to the concert together. I said, bet. Bow. Got the selfie. Literally, it was the most just pixelated, ridiculously horrible picture you can possibly get with a person. And yeah, that was the end of the night, and it was just so incredible. We got to see Dougie Fresh DJ because he was like the opening DJ. Met Prince, got to see all these people go on stage with him. It was just fucking amazing. It was amazing. Dave Chappelle was amazing. The whole thing was amazing. It was fucking fantastic. I'm stoked to be able to have that type of experience in LA. And I have a whole bunch of these goddamn stories. So maybe I'll just keep this story time thing going or whatever. All right, y'all. So this is our last segment of the night. What? I know. It's been good. You know what I'm saying? It's been really, really good or whatever. But, every Tuesday we're doing the Untitled Talk Show. So make sure that you are tuned in. Follow me here so that you can get the notification when I go live. That way you don't miss an episode, because you never know who my guests are going to be. I try to keep it a secret for some reason. I'm going to get better about that because I feel like I just run out of time to make the graphics is really what it is. It's not because I'm trying to be like clever or no shit. It's literally I run out of time. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm working. I'm doing a lot. God damn it. I'm doing it by myself. So listen, follow so that we can be connected here. And then when I go live, you'll know. You'll be here with me. It'll be an us thing, honey. We will be in this thing together. Follow. And if you're on YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed. That way you can go ahead and get the alert whenever the video goes up. Why is this arm up so high? Jesus. Anyway, so I wanted to get into some nerdy news because I absolutely love all the shit that's happening right now. I'm just stoked because I keep posting things on my Instagram, which if you're not following on Instagram, go ahead, let's connect. Follow on Instagram. It's at the Dannielle Jay. Same way that it's spelled here. And literally, I'm just so stoked because truth of the matter is there's a lot of stuff happening in the nerdy news. I just posted something today. There was something yesterday. There's always something. That's not the issue, right? The issue is what can you trust? Because some people be posting shit and they don't be having all the information. And then other people will post like half of the thing. So then you can't really report on it because you don't have the whole story. But let me tell you, honey, there are two things I want to talk about tonight. Two of them dopes. Number one, I want to talk to y'all about this goddamn Deadpool 3. I goddamn said it. Deadpool 3. Damn, can I not count? I must be tired. 3! Deadpool 3, fam. they're bringing back Wolverine. God damn it, they're bringing back Wolverine. Did you not hear me? Get up. Come on now. Hugh Jackman. The man. The myth. The goddamn legend. And I'm not talking John Legend. I'm so excited. Like, I'm really fucking excited because they did not use Hugh Jackman properly in his prime years. Now, we'll say his solo movie, Logan, chef's kiss. Beautifully done, amazing interpretation of, you know, the story of, you know, our beloved Wolverine. But my guy, all them punk ass movies that they made for Wolverine that was trash, all the trash ass X-Men movies, we can't get that time back. We can't get it back. We can't get it back. And Hugh is getting older. The workouts are more trying on the body, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was putting himself through shit to get Wolverine in shape. You feel me? So I feel it. I feel it. I understand it. I dig it. I understand. This is a big win for us, y'all. And when I say us, I mean all nerds alike, but specifically my goddamn X-Men family. The folks who was out there pissed off at all the X-Men movies, sitting there watching them. In pain and agony, but still gonna watch it because we literally rocked with X-Men so heavy you can't get us to not watch the shit. I did forget Sketch. Don't crucify me. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't get that time back, y'all. And the fact that you have Deadpool, which is obviously a successful franchise, as goofy and ridiculous and vulgar as it is, I love it. To have Wolverine be a part of that, it's what we've wanted, fam. Literally. We want an adult version of Wolverine, fam. And that's why Logan hit so hard. Because, let's be real. Let's be real. That PG-13 shit is not hitting like that rated R. It's not hitting. And I think another part of it is, I grew up in an era where rated R was like taboo, fam. And it kind of is now because not too many movies are actually rated R. But back in the day, when going to the movie theater was like the thing, the jam, you knew you was like halfway grown or like doing something if you was going to that goddamn movie theater. To see a rated R film, you had to be 18 and older, or you had to have the consent of a parent that was actually going to be in there with you. So when you did see rated R movies, even if it was on the sneak, if you were sneaking in to go watch it, it had a certain je ne sais quoi. It made you feel grown. They took that away from us, y'all. They took that away. Everything's PG-13 now. Everything. That's number one. Number two, if you grew up watching Wolverine and all these dynamics in the 90s X-Men series and reading the comics and stuff, you don't want a PG-13 interpretation of what was in the comics because the comics wasn't even PG-13 for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want this new rendition of the shit that really tells the story in our current age. You know, like, young, I'm 35. I need a 35-year-old, you know, plot. I need that shit to be like that. I don't need it to be like the 7-8-year-old version of myself. I just don't. But he was wrong. Boy. I think he needs to go back out. But he's going to have to wait 4 minutes and 36 seconds because we still have to talk about the other thing that I want to talk about, and that is our man, James Earl Jones, the man, the myth, the legend, has officially retired his voice from being Darth Vader. Sad, sad day in Star Wars history, but also I need people to stop making it out to be so sad, because low key my man's been holding the throne for a long time. But what they're going to do is they're going to use artificial intelligence to do his voice, but without him. It's smart. He's 90 years old, young. He's 90 years old. The voice ain't even hitting the same way. Let that man retire. Let him chill. He's been doing shit forever. He's a classically trained actor, so he's been in this game doing both movies, TV, voiceover. He's done all of it. Let that man live. I've seen more people be upset about him retiring his voice from Darth Vader than people celebrating that we had him as the voice for Darth Vader for so long, fam. He's been Darth Vader since the beginning. The only thing that I've ever been upset about him being Darth Vader is that he was not in the suit. I need him to be in the suit. I need y'all to go ahead and act like Luke Skywalker is like, you know, a mixed race baby. Because it's the future. We're all mixed race in the future. There's no such thing as just one thing or the other. Get the fuck out of here. Come here. Come on. Come on. We're about to end the show right now. Okay? Oh, Lord. So, Darth Vader will now be artificial intelligence. Deadpool 3 will have Wolverine. We are living in the future. I'm still waiting for my flying car and my hoverboard. But I feel like some good things are coming when it comes to these TVs and whatnot. Hey, stop, boy. Don't lick the phone, goofy. So, you know, if you know of anything else that's happening in the nerdy news, let me know. I'll go ahead and post it on my Instagram. That way we can keep up. But those are the two things I wanted to share because, one, Deadpool 3. Come on now. Like, come on. How can you not want to share that? That's so dope. There's a bunch of other shit too, but it's all on my Instagram. So go follow me on there so you can get all the details, the scoop. I'm trying to rush through because this one right here needs to go OUTSIDE, which we got to figure that out for future shows. But the other thing about James Earl Jones, man, thank you, brother. Thank you for lending us your voice for so long and making it the most iconic voice in movies, man. Like, it's iconic. Like, people literally try to do his voice. They impersonate him all the time. He is the GOAT, okay? He's up there, man. He's up there. I say he's like number one in my voice actor preference as, you know, a male voice actor. Second would be Keith David, which we all know is, you know, gargoyles and everything like that. And then number 3 is the guy who does Bender from freaking Futurama. I love his voice. He's hilarious. And then he's done all these different voices. He was the voice on Disenchantment. I believe he was the king. Yeah, he was the king. Yeah. So I'm just like, listen, you lent us your voice. I'm glad that you were able to do it for so long, brother. But, you know, go ahead and rest them vocals. You deserve it. You deserve the retirement. And I hope they still cut him a little, you know, check, because they're still doing it in his likeness. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm hyped either way it goes because my mans did it for so long. So, you know, you can't be mad at that. All right, y'all. Listen, that is a wrap on this show, man. This is a wrap. This is the wrap. Wow. We made it to the end. Amazing. I wanted to go for the full 2 hours, but I sped through a lot of our segments tonight out of bad nerves. I literally was nervous the entire time. But listen, if you're watching this live, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching a replay of this, thank you so much for catching the show. This is the Untitled Talk Show. I am your host, Dannielle Jay. not connected to me on all the social media platforms, let's connect, fam. I got a lot of good shit to say. And also, I just really like connecting with folks on the internet. Like, we have such a good time here. It's like being in a mansion because the internet is so vast, you know? So let's connect. Let's get it popping. And then we can talk about all the stuff from the show. And then we can talk about things on the upcoming shows or whatever. This show happens every Tuesday. So make sure that you are following me on Twitch so that we can stay connected. And you can be alerted every time that I go live. And yeah, man, I'll be back on Thursday playing video games, talking my shit.